He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain.
Hi everyone. Good evening. I think it's like 11 in the night, but good evening. Welcome to diary entry number 2. So this is another little boring talking video about how I had the wildest weekend possible. I did try to take a few clips and try to vlog a little bit, but I know I failed miserably. You can go ahead and judge me, like do whatever you want. But I tried. Failed miserably, but I tried. As you can hear, my voice is like gone. I can't like speak properly, but I've been out here trying to organize my house, trying to make it look presentable, but I don't know where this is going. Also, a very happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there, including my mom. I love you, Mama, and I miss you so much. All these amazing women deserve to be treated like queens. They're absolute divas, and they are such amazing women. It is such a gift to be able to be a mother, and all these mothers are a blessing to this planet. Um, I hope you all had a wonderful day, and I hope you are treated like absolute queens and divas. Y'all are amazing. I love you all so much. I hope you had a wonderful day. Moving on. I have been trying to do a lot. Um, it's been a good ride. I did actually get a couple of people asking me as to my life in Canada and how I've been here and how I've been surviving this place. And a couple of people asking me, different questions like, "Hey, when you first got here, how did you feel?" and things like that. So I think this is going to be one of those weird videos wherein people just throw opinions. Yeah, I am the people, the said people. Yes, I'm going to throw opinions on how I have been living here. So a lot of people also asking me how, in the midst of this economy, can I afford to have a pet? That's a good question. However, I don't really have an answer to it because having a pet has been kind of like a bucket list thing for a while now. So it was kind of like a whole necessity thing for me. I was going through such a bad emotional battle with myself, so I think I needed like an emotional support thing. It's a very, I don't know, it's the Canadian influence, I think. So I just needed that little furry friend to hold on to, I think. So yeah, I have my little cat now, and he's the best thing that has happened to me, and I'm so happy. This is such an impulsive diary entry. I have never been this impulsive, but here we are. Anyway, coming back to the point, I did get a few questions on how I have been living here. So it's a good place, like I obviously have my hesitations about it. Canada's beautiful, it's such a beautiful country and with such beautiful places. um, However, there are a few drawbacks to it, and a lot of people I know are now coming to Canada trying to study or things like that. There is a job crisis going on. So I think that is a like a constant thing everywhere at the moment. There's like a constant game of God of War going on, like what to do, what not to do. There's always a battle with yourself when you're here trying to get by or trying to make your own bread. You work in grocery stores. I know a couple of people who have come all the way from India, who are practically like in such huge positions, who are either like project managers or like literally lawyers, or any good profession that they hold in India are coming here and working in like Tim Hortons. What do you mean? Like, this whole thing is so funny to me because you have such a good position that why would you leave that and come here to like study? It makes sense to certain people who want to probably like get away and explore a new environment. Yes, that makes sense. But if for people who hold like good positions there and are doing well for themselves, but come here just to like, I don't know, explore, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me because this place is not it at the moment. There is the economy is so bad at the moment. There's no jobs and there are no houses to live in. So yeah, it's pretty bad when it comes to these factors. But otherwise, if you're just coming here genuinely to actually make something for yourself and are ready to hustle for the next 5 years, then yeah, I'm all for it. Please go ahead, do your thing. Definitely make a life here. It'll get better. Definitely, it is going to get better. I think any places like that, if you go to study abroad or work abroad, any places like that, you do have to hustle. However, if you are genuinely coming here to study, the colleges are pretty great. They have the best facilities when it comes to having like free groceries to student activities. The college that I studied in was called Seneca College, and they had like a whole federation, like a student federation, and they would conduct activities every weekend, and it was great what they did. There used to be like bingo nights, game nights, things like that, and they have a great residence facility as well for people who want to come here and stay on campus. So that's pretty great. You can do that. But yeah, otherwise, if you're just coming here without an actual purpose, then it doesn't make sense. Yeah, so anyway, enough with the boring talk. Um, yeah, so Canada's a great country. I live in Toronto, and there's not much to see here, but if you do have like a good set of friends, you have a good, you can go around to your friends' places, chill for a bit, have fun, go. If you're into partying, go out partying. The nightlife is pretty great here. um yeah, so you do have to make quite a bit of a network though if you want to like get out there and actually make something of yourself over here. Then networking is like is definitely, if you're able to go out networking, that's an asset. And also when people are studying here, I think having a part-time job is definitely one thing that is easy to find, because I know I used to work part-time jobs. I worked 3 part-time jobs, and it was definitely good to make a little bit of money on the side to probably pay your own rent, or just for groceries, or for your own personal expenses. It's great to have like a little side hustle on the side to give you that extra money. And yeah, over here I think primarily everything is just how you are able to spend your money, because everything is expensive, right from like groceries to rent. Everything is super expensive, so you have to calculate your expenses accordingly. It's a hustle, definitely. A lot of people think I come here and live the most glamorous life possible. Oh my gosh, she's having like the best time. She's going out partying. I go out partying. Yes, I go out with a couple of friends, and we all share expenses every time we go out to eat as well. There are like 15 of us, and we always split the bill. We always make sure everyone gets the equal amount. Things like that. There's always like splitting. In India, you would never do that. There are, in India, people are too humanitarian. Over here, you can't really afford to be humanitarian. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, because over here everything is expensive, so you have to be very calculative in every step that you take. As glamorous as it seems, in my Instagram stories and posts. It's not that way. It is pretty difficult to live out here. So if you're coming by yourself, then make sure you have like a good network, and make sure you have a couple of friends that you can live with, people that you can trust. Or if you have relatives over here, I think that is like a blessing. If you have relatives here, then they're definitely going to help you. So yeah, things like that do really help. I had to slog in order to get like a proper full-time job here. I used to work in like retail stores, restaurants. It has definitely been like quite a struggle, because over here a little bit of racism is also a factor. That's pretty much it. I mean, of course, I'm going to be going around taking a few videos and vlogging and seeing, showing you how it's like for me around here. And it's a pretty great country, pretty great city. If you're coming here to visit, then it's very nice to like go around and check out all the stuff that's around here, the CN Tower, aquariums, and this and that. There are a couple of things that you can definitely see. So I have an itinerary. If you want me to share it, I'll share the itinerary. If you're coming here to visit. So yeah, it is pretty great, but don't come here if you already have like an established good job with like a set life, doing well for yourself. Then this country is pretty useless for you. You're coming here as a student, sure. I think there are 3 subcategories of people who are going to be okay over here, and are going to be able to live over here. And that is probably the first category would be the students who come here and are ready to hustle and are ready to actually fight for their place over here. Then yeah, please, this is great. You can have the time of your life, build a good network, and definitely do your best. All the good luck and wishes. But I mean, it's not for people who are not ready to give it their all, or not ready to hustle for the next 5 years and struggle, work in like the most disturbing jobs ever. Those people are definitely going to do well, if you are ready to give it your all for like at least 5 years at best. It has been 2.5 years for me. I came here with an ambition, thinking, hey, I'm going to make a good life here or do well for myself. The most I've gotten is to get this. Yeah. The second category of people are the ones who already have a full-time job and or a permanent residency and came here with a job and have been transferred from their home country to here. Then definitely they are all set. They can rent out an entire place, live by themselves, have like the best environment. It's great, if you're living somewhere close by to downtown. I live in downtown Toronto, so the place is great. It's like a whole city vibe. You get around easily. It's easily accessible. If you want to get a car, you get a car. Go around, go camping, see the northern lights. Apparently the northern lights were spotted the day before yesterday and yesterday, but here I am with a broken voice. Thank you, God. The third category of people are couples. So married couples or to be married couples. If both of them are working, then they're set. They don't have to worry about much. It's easily accessible. The whole place is pretty easily accessible. You can go around. If you get a car, then you can go around easily, shopping, grocery shopping, things like that. It's pretty great in terms of accessibility, or if you want like Indian grocery stores, Indian food, this and that. You have lots of them over here. There's every nook and cranny you will find one Indian grocery store or an Indian restaurant if you're coming from India, that is. Um, Also, there are a couple of things that you might want to be cautious about. Um, okay, so I'll share a little story. When I first came to Canada, which was in the October of 2021, I used to live in this basement in this place called Scarborough, and on the main apartment floor, like the main floor, um, there was this man who would like come home drunk, absolutely sloshed, and we would hear gunshots or banging on the door sometimes, and things that would strike anxiety into someone, anyone, right? So those things were pretty traumatic, and those are things you might want to be cautious about. So yes, I think that concludes our diary entry number 2. um, I am trying to give it my best shot at vlogging. I'm not the best at it. I don't know anything about it. I'm still learning. So I'm still trying to implement what I've learned. This is just my second video. Cut me some slack, please. I'm begging. But yeah, so far it has been good. I think it's for now. It's just going to be me educating or talking or throwing my wisdom out there and trying to voice it out as to how it is over here. It might or might not help a lot of people, but I just thought I should give it my opinion, and let's see how it goes. So that is it for today. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It has been an absolute pleasure. We shall meet soon again. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful night or day wherever you are, and have a wonderful week.
Things change like midnight.